Learning style myths. Learning styles. The definition of a learning style is different students have different modes of learning, and their learning could be improved by matching one's teaching with that preferred learning mode. To find this different style of teaching and style of learning, there are 3 steps. The first step being individuals will express a preference regarding their style of learning. Step 2. Individuals show differences in their ability to learn about certain types of information. Step 3. The matching of instructional design to an individual's learning style as designated by one of the aforementioned classifications will result in better educational outcomes. With this being said, there are 3 popular learning styles used. The most popular and currently used and talked about learning style theories are related to preferred bodily sense through which one receives information, whether it be visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. So the truth about learning styles, there are 3 reasons why. Differences among students. When looking in a classroom, it's apparent there are differences among the students. So we must acknowledge that there are differences among these students. Understanding these differences and applying that understanding in the classroom can improve everyone's education. So knowing that it's an individual student, not a whole class, and that's what you have to teach to, can help improve how your class learns and what you should do in your classroom. The interests. Every person in the world has different likes and dislikes. The same goes with students. Having a classroom of students with all different interests and attentions are preconditions of learning and vary from student to student depending on the subject. So just teaching to one topic, such as baseball, can maybe not interest everybody else in the world, as well as just teaching the style of visual might not help everybody else that is an auditory or a kinesthetic learner. Background knowledge. Not only do students like different things, they also differ in that differences influences their background knowledge and learning. So where they grew up, their community, what they like about school, everything in their background before coming to the classroom, before learning anything, can influence how they are going to learn. Understanding how you learn best can also improve your concentration. When you're working in a preferred learning mode, you probably find that you were able to concentrate on your study task. Purging a task from your preferred style results in better fit or match. Studying feels right. So in order to have the students feel comfortable and confident in how they learn and how they do things in the classroom, keying into that learning style and having them know and make them aware of their learning style can help them feel confident in their learning. Now, what's false about learning theories? Students' choice versus the results. Students prefer to learn in certain ways, whether that be visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. This, however, has not shown a valid difference in the way they learn. Something new learning is equivalent whether students learn in the preferred mode or not. One critique of learning styles identified 5 different reviews on matching learning styles, spanning 14 years and examining over 90 studies, and it failed to find empirical evidence that matching learning styles improves their learning. So just because they prefer a learning style does not mean they're not going to learn if they use a different type of a learning style. They will still learn, it just might not be their preferred choice. There's no evidence saying that they won't learn, and there's no evidence saying that they will learn better. The style and the student. If learning styles were to be true, then an educator should be able to improve the performance of those who have a stronger preference for one of the sensory styles by matching the instruction to their preference. This being said, students should know their learning style and the instructor should be able to match their teaching to how the students learn. If this were true, however, that would mean there would need to be a separate class for each learning style out there. With visual, auditory, and kinesthetic being the most popular ones, there are, however, 71 different models of learning styles. How then would it be possible to teach 71 different ways of the same topic? With 71 outcomes out there, 71 different types of learning styles out there, there is no way that you could find one topic to teach 71 different ways. In the end, research shows that some engage in the literature and defend the use of learning styles as identifying learner preferences rather than a basis for matching instruction or as a prompt for students to reflect on how they learn. It's up to the educator and the student to decide if teaching to the different learning styles is right for them. So instead of it being a learning style, we can view it as a learning preference. Students may learn in any type of a way, in any type of a setting, but they'll just prefer a learning style that they want to learn in more.